Come on down to Chrono Scrapyard where we have all your building supply needs. We have copper, we have tin, we have things that I don't even know what it's for, and more. That's right. Down at Chrono Scrapyard we have everything you could ever possibly need, and the prices are absolutely crazy! That's right, for a limited time only, the prices are 100% off. So come on down to Chrono Scrapyard. Please, I'm running out of storage space. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Shenaniderp server. This is episode 22, I think? 23? I don't remember. It's hard for me to keep track of that kind of stuff. Mostly because I don't particularly care until I'm actually labeling it. Today I have a list of stuff to do. It's not a long list, but I actually have a list of stuff to do. First thing I want to do is actually go over the upgrades to the electric engines. Like, for example, there we go. These guys, the copper electron tube, tin tubes, bronze tubes. And you know what? I have no idea what those do. The Forestry wiki is kind of limited on what it describes, how these upgrades work. It just says that these tubes, just these four, I think, copper, tin, bronze, and iron, it just says what they do. It doesn't say how to really use them or anything like that. So I always figured... Oh, there we go. Thank you. Whee! Okay. The tubes always fit right here. Actually, you know what? Let me show you. Let's make some of these tubes. Let's make... tin, bronze, iron. I forget what they all do now. Huh. Well, let's see. We need a thermionic fabricator, a bunch of copper, and a bunch of redstone. Well, I've got plenty of both. Hell, I could probably make a bunch of different types of tubes. Tin obviously requires tin. Bronze requires bronze. Iron. Diamond. I'm mildly curious what a diamond tube does. I think I'm going to make one just to see what it does. That was 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jump. Oh, and I finally got rid of the torches. I have the lamps all hidden up there. I like it. It brightens up a room. Yes, I know, stupid pun. Let's see, thermionic fabricator. And I've got plenty of liquid glass. So, redstone goes here and here. Diamond, or iron, or tin, or whatever. Boink. Okay, I'm probably going to have to worry about these wax casts since I'm kind of running low. But let's make some copper. Boinky boinky. Copper tubes. And then let's make some iron. Oh, crap, that's refined iron. I need regular iron. Which again, I have plenty of. So let's start with these. Yeah, there goes my wax cast. Okay, the next thing I need is this guy right here. This soldering iron. Now, I actually did this all already. I recorded this episode before. But, yeah, I went to look at Audacity to see how long I was recording and found out it wasn't open. Nor was Fraps even recording. That was a stupid mistake. And considering I always have my frames per second up in the corner just so I can make sure that I'm actually recording, that's one hell of a stupid mistake. Anyways. So to play with these things, we need a soldering iron, and we actually need circuit boards. Oh. Man, what the hell? I cannot spell today. I can't spell ever. Anyway, so we have large circuit boards, medium circuit boards, small circuit boards. They are made pretty similar. We need a carpenter, redstone, gold, or bronze, or tin. Let's see, we got iron, we got copper, refined iron. Not what we need, but we could use tin, gold, and wait, what was the other one? Bronze. And I have bronze in the back. I tend to keep spare for just such an occasion. Of course, now that I think about it, I don't actually have to show you because I have the medium circuit board and the small circuit board already. But I want to use the large circuit board. Oh, and I had freaking bronze right here. Oh yeah. Okay, and I don't want more. Okay, so now we have our large circuit boards. All three of them, actually. Small circuit board, medium circuit board, large circuit board. Now, I don't know what the difference between the three of them are. At least not yet. But I do know that to use them, you need the electron tubes and a soldering iron. Now, thank you to Space Gator there for actually teaching me this, or at least pointing it out to me. Yeah, when he pointed it out, he's like, oh, you need to use a soldering iron to do it. I'm like, what? Like, he showed me his engines, and his engines actually worked. Like, this large circuit board, it doesn't say anything underneath it. His actually said something underneath it. So I'm like, wait, how did you do that? Because, like I said, the Forestry wiki is a little limited on the description. That's why I'm actually making this video. Well, one of the reasons, anyways. So he threw me the soldering iron, the large circuit board, and the electron tubes. So I'm like, okay. I'm thinking, what do I do with these? So I come up here and then I do this. Thinking it's like the Wraith igniter that I used to make the lamps, where we basically put it in a crafting table and made the lamp, and the Wraith igniter got used like you were using it as a tool. But obviously this doesn't work. Then he pointed out, you gotta right click with the soldering iron. I'm like, wait, seriously? Oh, okay, and then everything clicked. Oh, and from here we should be able to see that those have no effect. Let's see, iron, electric efficiency 1. Copper does electric choke. Okay, neither of those are, well, no. I think I want the electric efficiency, but I probably want, let's see, which ones do I want? I don't remember. Wait, we made the copper, the diamanic, and the iron. Copper, tin, bronze are left. So, let's make the tin and the bronze. Which, wait, now I forget how to make those. Okay, like that. So let's make some tin. Oh, no, wait, no, I'm wrong. They go up here in the thermionic fabricator. So complicated. So that gives me my tin. Oh, wait. Oh, the wax mold was to make stained glass. Okay. And then bronze. Then why was it being used when I made these? Okay. I don't know. Alrighty, so tin does the electric boost. What does electric boost do? The bron is electric boost 2. The copper is electric choke. Diamantine does absolutely nothing. Yeah, that does electric efficiency. And these can stack, but they can only stack up to 2 times. So if we do this, and then we put a large circuit board in... Oh, it didn't like anything, huh? So, let's see, we reduce intake by 1 EU per tick. We increase output by 4 Minecraft joules per tick and increase intake by 15 EU per tick. So we throw that into an engine. We have to use 20 EU per tick. Because by default, a engine takes 6 EU per tick. So 6 plus 15 equals 21. Minus the 1 equals 20. Okay. So what happens if I do the medium circuit board? Oh, it only took 1. And then the small circuit board doesn't take crap. Does it have to do one of the smaller ones? Yes, it has to do one of the smaller ones. Increase output by 2 megajoules, increase intake by 7 megajoules. Minecraft joules! They're called Minecraft joules. Increases intake by 7 EU per tick. So we increase output and input at the same time. Okay. Alrighty, and then I'll show you how to use them. Which, you know what, I'm going to grab this right off the bat. Where is it? It would be an icy... This thing. And I'll show you why here in a second. So while I'm strolling this way, I was watching a video today on YouTube. As I do a lot. And I get an email. As I do a lot. From Google. Okay, that's unusual for me. I usually get spam junk mail. Complaining about my G+ account. And I'll come back to that here in a second. Now we can see that my engines are kind of running blue, kind of running slow. That's because I actually already have a large circuit board that I made the last time I tried to make this episode. And I also have the heat vents. And we can see that I have 0 heat. No heat whatsoever. But if you think about my setup for a second, you'll realize why they're running as blue. I increase the intake by 15 EU per tick twice. So that means I increase it in total by 30. Plus the 6 that the engine takes normally, that's 36 EU per tick. However, it's plugged in to an advanced solar panel, which generates a max of 8 EU per tick. And right now, that's as much as it can output. It can only output 8 EU per tick. And it's just taken a couple of ticks to do that. As you can see, well, I don't know if you can see it, but it's actually rolling over to 32 before it goes back to 0. But that's because it can only output in packets of 32 EU per tick. So it just waits for 4 ticks while it's producing enough power. And that's all that's doing. And then this buffers the 32 EU per tick and then uses it at 8 EU per tick. And it can keep a constant rate. Now what I would like to do is take these circuit boards out. Because you can see I don't have a heat vent in this one. But I still have 0 heat. And the reason for that is because I'm not outputting enough power to actually run these things at full speed. But if we throw that there... I want to see if these actually work. I mean, they fit there. They don't go there. And, like, if I throw, like, redstone... Oh, redstone does go there. Oh, wait. Yeah, I want to know if the heat vents actually do anything for the electrical engines, because the heat vents are IC2, but the electrical engines are Forestry. However, they were designed to be powered by IC2. So, it's complicated. I don't know, but I'm not producing enough power right now to find out. I guess I could find out fairly quickly. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to basically start from scratch, but I have a bunch of engines in my basement that I can test with. Okay, so I got an email from Google complaining about my G+ account, saying they don't think Chrono Trigger is my name. And you know what? They're right. It's not my name. But I'm kind of adverse to giving out my real name online. Never have. Don't plan on ever doing so. I have plenty of bronze tubes. I need to make a new large circuit board. So in the email, they give me an ultimatum. Either go in and fix it by either giving them the real name, or convincing them that that is my real name, or they cut off my G+ account in 4 days. And when they cut off my G+ account, they cut off my access to Google Reader, the nice RSS reader that I use, Picasa, the picture site that I use, and YouTube. Unless I disassociate my G+ account with YouTube. I'm like, oh, thank God. So I posted up on my G+ page, and caution, strong language ahead. I posted up this quote. I'm gonna summarize because I don't remember exactly what I said. But basically I said, apparently G+ has decided that they're going to do their real name requirement again. Now, they tried doing this before, but they stopped doing it due to public backlash. People didn't like the idea. So they backed off on that. Well, apparently they're bringing it back, and it pisses me off. And I was given an ultimatum. Either give them my real name, or within 4 days they're going to cut off my access to G+, Google Reader, Picasa, and YouTube. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah! Fuck you, Google! Actually put that in a hashtag, so if you're pissed off at Google, use that hashtag. #fuck you, Google. All one word. Okay, so let's look at our heat. Our heat is at 135. Let's use the heat vent. And it does nothing! Okay, let's take the heat vent out and use our large circuit board. We're not gaining any heat. But let's see. Yes, that pump... Is it? No, it's not moving faster. It's also staying solid green where those are blinking yellow. Well, let's find out. Get a general idea. Looks like it's rolling over to 100 before it rolls back. See, this one is, well, going significantly slower and only going up to about 40 before rolling back. So, yes, this is definitely outputting more power. No, we're not gaining any heat. We're actually losing heat. So, the heat vent is not required. Okay. My guess is that this slot is actually for a battery. Like one of the RE batteries or a lap pack or something like that. Actually, if I think about it, I know it is because I put a lap pack in there and it worked. I ran a quarry off of it. Woo! Which I can go check on something that actually can use the power. Whee! I love how my mining world is eternal day. So yeah, back to the Google thing. I might not have a Google account in 3 days. Which, you know what? That's perfectly okay. Google does not, as much as its competitors want it to believe, Google does not have a monopoly on the market, on any market. Boink. I don't think that's working. I think I'm wrong on this. Okay, I'm quite sure I'm wrong on this. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Alrighty, I have no idea what these slots are for then. If they're not for the heat vents, which they're obviously not, we tested that. The tubes don't go in there. I mean, they fit in there. But they don't go in there. They don't do anything. But then again, everything fits in there, so I have no idea what that slot's for. The wiki doesn't say. And then this one up here, I have no idea what this is for. What is this? Seriously, what is this? Oy. But this is still going faster than it was without the circuits. So that's good. Let's see, how long have I been recording? 22 minutes. Hey, more diamond. Die. Die. So many freaking slime balls from just doing this kind of stuff. Do our rock cutter, and we get just the ores, and then we can macerate it and get 2. 2 for 1! Yay. Die! Die already! Holy crap, that's a lot of sapphire. I think I have more sapphire than I actually need. I don't think I need to do this. Wait, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying about how Google does not actually have a monopoly, and I'm sure a lot of people are going, how the fuck is that possible? Okay, so let's look at G+. If I lose my G+ account, what are my options? Well, Facebook. Well, if I'm not using G+ out of principle, which is absolutely true, I'm not going to be using G+ out of principle. If they want my real name, well, screw them. Then I can't use Facebook because there's plenty of other things to not use Facebook out of principle for. Well, then there's Twitter. Hey, there we go. That also brings up another option. An alternative for Picasa. TwitPic. Works for what I used Picasa for. I just needed a picture host. And I'm sure there's like dozens of others out there. I'm sure you guys could probably say, could probably throw out a few dozen that I can't even think of. Alternate for RSS reader. Google's not exactly the first RSS reader out there. I mean, we even have alternates for YouTube. I mean, we have Vimeo, for crying out loud. Okay, Vimeo's not that terribly popular, but it might be eventually if Google keeps doing this crap. And I've noticed a general, downward flow of Google-based stuff. I switched to Chrome because Firefox was giving me crap on certain websites. Well, now I find that I have to go to Firefox because I can't load certain websites in Chrome. And it's driving me absolutely bonkers. Refined iron. tin, iron. What else am I carrying? Bronze. So yeah, Google does not actually have a monopoly as much as Google's competitors would like you to believe. Hell, even their search. In the really, really techie world, everybody's starting to slide away from Google search and go with DuckDuckGo. Because apparently that's more secure or something. I don't know. But I've used DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo actually does have pretty decent search results. So Google doesn't even have a monopoly on search results. Good search results, even. I mean, yes, Google kicks the living crap out of, say, Bing or Yahoo. But DuckDuckGo is actually pretty good, too. So yeah, Google has got to realize that if they piss off their customers, they're just gonna go somewhere else because it's just so damn easy. The only thing that's a mild pain in the ass is email. But, I mean, seriously, how many free email services are out there right now? I mean, as much as I just said Yahoo's not as good as Google, Yahoo's email service has no mailbox limit. None whatsoever. So, yeah, there are alternatives. There are good alternatives to Google. So, if in 4 days Google does cancel my G+ account, oh well. It's like, oh well, so I lose out on well, something that wasn't exactly all that popular to begin with. Yeah, I used to think that, oh, I need to go this way. I used to think that G+ was becoming more and more popular. Seemed to be more people on there making more posts and that kind of thing. Until I realized that I alone can put a topic into their trending thing, top 5 trending, without too much of a problem. I gotta wait for this because I hear rumor that if you put netherwort in a chest, either in the nether or in the end, I forget. I'm a little dyslexic, so I don't know which way that actually is. So I'm probably going to have to do it twice. But apparently if you put netherwort in a chest, something magical happens. And I want to test it, but I got to wait for the netherwort to grow. I'd just throw a world anchor in here, but I'm already using 3. And I kind of told myself I should limit myself to 2. That way, if everybody limited themselves to 2, we wouldn't have a problem with lag or anything like that. Though, I think Adult has a crap ton more than 2, and we have all those Mistcraft worlds, and we're not having a problem with lag. So, yeah, I don't think I need to worry about too many world anchors. And now I forget where I was bitching about Google. But yeah, my G+ is no longer associated with my YouTube. My G+ probably won't exist in 4 days, so if you're following me there, which you might be and I didn't notice because Google tends to not inform people about things anymore, follow me on Twitter. I'm at @ravingmind. If you go to my channel page, I have the link there. I'll probably be starting to spend more time on Twitter, putting more stuff there. I tried to link YouTube to Twitter, but every time I clicked the button to do it, it came up the 400 and a broken robot. So yeah, I've kind of noticed Google starting to go downhill. It's getting slower to respond. The search results are getting to be less relevant. The browser's starting to suck. YouTube itself, is this just me? It might be just me. It might be just my internet connection. But have you guys noticed that it's buffering more and more and more recently? Even if you kick it down to the lowest possible setting, it seems to buffer a lot more than usual. And what's even more annoying about it, the gray bar that goes in front of the red bar, the gray bar that signifies how much it's buffered already, I can sit there and watch that travel up faster than the red bar is going across, and it still stops and buffers. I'm watching the videos, 10% of the way through. The buffer bar is already at 75%, and the video stops and buffers. What in the crap is up with that? Alrighty, well, that ends my YouTube rant. My generalized Google rant. And no, as much as I'm upset at Google right now, I do not think the FCC needs to be involved. Okay? They're a company. If they want to do this, they can do this. I'm just bitching because I think it's bad business decisions. That's my opinion. I don't think the government needs to be involved. Anyways, rant over. All said and done. And I've been recording for half an hour. So, I will say so long, and thanks for all the fish. No, I will say, as always, keep playing the game and have fun. Oh, and remember to like, favorite, subscribe, that kind of thing. The more you guys do that, the more I'm encouraged to make the videos. The more I'm encouraged to make the videos, the more practice I get, the better I get at it, and the better videos you get.